Alright guys, how's it going today? We're gonna fire up Big Red now. I've already checked oil. Oil's still perfectly clean and full. Checked the battery. Obviously that battery's still good. It's not the one that I like. The one that I liked is down there in the corner, but it died from the constant charging and discharging because this thing doesn't charge anymore. I checked for rat nests and whatever, just to make sure there wasn't going to be any fires or anything. The battery's only in there temporarily. It's not permanent, because I'm just going to probably run it a little bit. I might take it down the road to the farm or whatever. Take it for a little cruise, just to stretch its legs. And I've already turned the key on a couple of times, so it probably is already primed. I don't know. But I'm going to bring you guys with the actual true startup. And I guess just to prove that I haven't preheated it in any stupid way. There's the muffler. Muffler's cold. Okay. Didn't preheat it or nothing. Big Red could sure use a bath. So I think something is moving in here, I think. I think there's going to be a rat nest, I bet, there probably. Doesn't smell like it though. It's just some gunk building up, but they might be wanting to build a nest there. So, alright, let's see if he'll throw a rod or something. That's just the power steering acting goofy. Yeah, I think I did also, I don't remember, but I think I threw fuel stabilizer in last year, but I never got to actually run it to treat the fuel in the carburetor. So, yeah. But hey, fired up right on the first go there. That's probably because I suppose pre-primed it. You know, for checking wires and make sure all the wires are hooked up and whatever else. Yeah, fuel definitely stinks, but that stuff never got treated either. The tank did, but not the fuel line and not the carburetor. So. Smoky, but that I think it's just due to the cold. It's not very warm out. It's supposed to be close to 50, but it'll clear up. It's already starting to get warm now. Stupid LED lights still work. We'll let them percolate for a little while, and then maybe I'll take them for a little spin. I ain't gonna go very far. And just kind of whatever else. I'm pretty sure I did start him back in spring. So, but you can see how the ball joints are getting shot out on the front end there. Not the main reason why I stopped driving it. The main reason was because the battery, the charging system went out to keep the battery fully charged, and I'm not going to fix that. I'll probably do the ball joints, but I'm not going to do the charging system. So no, I do miss driving them, but unfortunately the money's just not there to get them fixed, unfortunately. So not really much you can do. What do, you know? So maybe in 2026, I don't know. It's stinking up the shop. So talk about not running around or running around with expired tags, eh? He still has North Dakota plates, and he lives here in Minnesota, right down there. So, I guess he's not too concerned about getting caught with expired tags and wrong plates anyway. So, still doing 11.9, that's still alright. That's what the battery's sitting at. Of course, it'll go down as I drive it around and start using the power steering. So, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I did this nice wiring for the lights. I don't know. Oh yeah, they're still working. I think they're still holding their memory too, which is surprising. No, maybe, I don't know. I don't remember what their last setting was on, but I can change the flash pattern, but I'm just not going to bother because I don't use them right now. So, but yeah, we'll drive him around for a little bit and let him stretch his legs a little and whatever the hell else. But I sure do miss driving him though. Nice and hot, that's a good thing. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn you guys off, take him for a spin around the block or something, maybe just take him up to the farm there or whatever, and then that'll be it. We'll let him cool off and then put him back in his little sleepy corner, and that'll be it for this year. Another long, miserable winter ahead. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, well, thought I seen a little puff of smoke there or something, but probably not. But I did notice one thing here. I don't know how long that's ever been like that. It's just all sopping wet down there. Right on that damn, right there. It's all wet on the arm too, so it's got to be an upper problem, but I was always just thinking it was grease. So that's what that's got to be too. It's just grease. It almost looks like the shaft is coming off, but that's... I don't think so though. I think it just looks kind of wonky. I don't remember what it looked like because I haven't looked at it much in the last couple of years. So I guess we'll just let him sit there and cool off for a minute, and then the shop's all freaking gassed up for some stinking reason. So, but yeah, I took him up and down, took him down the farm road, went out to the bush, like up to the bush. When you go into the field, you go straight west, you go straight to the bush. That would take you to the junk pile. So I kind of went to the junk pile, but not actually into the woods. I just made a loop. Came back. Then I decided to go down that road, which is just right there. Go down that road all the way down to the yellow house, and then flipped around and came back. So, not sure if that's about a mile or not, round trip, kind of like, I don't know, it could be. When all said and done, probably, yeah. So, he got his legs stretched there a little bit. It's just about as good as it's going to get until we can get the damn thing fixed back up. I wish I would like to at least try to get the ball joints done next year. That'd be kind of nice. At least it would be one less problem, So, I don't know. All I'm gonna do is just, I guess, wait and see. I imagine ball joints don't cost that much, but I need a hydraulic press. They say that you can do it with a vise, you know, a vise, but they say it's easier. It's a million times easier if you just use a hydraulic press. And I have a lead on one. It's a 20-ton. That's maybe more than enough for what I need. I think Harbor Freights or whatever. I think they're the ones that sell it. Either that or it's Northern Tool. But it's their cheapest one that they make, and it'll be plenty for what we're gonna ever do with it. So I'm not, too concerned about it. I'll just clean out. I think I'm gonna put it here, so I'll just clean out this area, and then those Big Red's old tires. Those actually need to be put into another shed or something. They're still good, but they're just, the tread is wore down. But they would work pretty good as spares. If you had a blowout on one of those, you could throw one of those on real quick and it would get you by. So, but I don't know. So just put it there, and then whenever we get the ball joints here, they say that the lower ones, there's dual A-arms, so you have two A-arms on both sides of the front machine. Well, you do on the back here too. You got dual A-arms. You can see here. There's your lower A-arm, and then your upper A-arm's right behind that shock. You can kind of see that thing there. Right there. Right behind the muffler, kind of. So, but they said that the lower ones would actually be a lot easier. Now, of course, I don't think there's no ball joints on the front or on the back tires. As far as I know, there isn't any. I haven't noticed, but on the front there definitely is. And that tire on that side is really bulged out. You can see that one's kind of bulged out too. But I think that might just be because we're on a hill. So it's probably pushed on the tire kind of funny. But it is starting to get slop in it too, because I checked it. So the lower ones are definitely out. I don't know about the uppers, but the lower ones are definitely done. And they say that they say that the lower ones would be a lot simpler because there's obviously less stuff attached. So, I don't know. So, but, I don't know. It's just going to be, I guess, whatever. But, that's right, you better frickin' stop. I got a damn package that was supposed to be here back on the frickin' 12th, but it never made it. So, whatever, I guess, but, well, it's supposed to be here today, so hopefully that's her reason for stopping. Yep, I heard my mailbox slam. She's got to be so rough on my mailboxes. So, yeah. She must be doing something else now. She hasn't left yet. So, yeah, I don't know. Waiting for the freaking mail girl. Will you hurry up? Jesus, what are you doing? Texting? Supposed to be working, not texting. Whatever. They make the poor thing work overtime anyway, so can't blame her for wanting to take a break right in front of my mailbox, but whatever. So, yeah, so yeah, like the lower ball joints, they said that would be pretty easy to do on these machines. Yeah, see, there's her lower and upper A-arms. There she goes, finally. Holy shit, spent a good 2 minutes in front of my mailbox. There she goes. I think yesterday or Monday she didn't get into town until like freaking 5:30. It was already fucking dark out by then, Jesus. They make her do so damn much, so. But anyways, let's get back on freaking topic here. Because nobody cares about the mail, I guess, but. They said that that's actually not too bad, and then they say the A-arms, I think it's even the rears too, but I'm not 100% sure, where they attach up to the frame, there are bushings in there, but they say that as long as you can grease them, and you've been greasing them, the bushings should be fine. But they say that if for some reason you haven't been greasing it, or you can't get grease to push through, which on all my Zerks I can pretty much grease. Obviously I haven't greased Big Red since that day he went down, and that was, 2-3 years ago, so he hasn't been getting a greasing since. I don't drive him enough to justify changing oil and greasing him every year. Oil in that engine is probably 2-3 years old already and still looks fucking brand new, So I'm not worried about it. As long as it's not milkshake colored or over full or under, I'm not going to worry about it. So, but, yeah, I don't know. So, but they said with those bushings, you can usually tap those things out with I think pretty much just the same bolt that holds everything together. You can somehow put that in there and it'll act like a punch, and you can punch them out, and then you can pound in the new ones. But since I grease him, or I've been greasing him, since day one, they said that those bushings should be perfectly fine. But they say the best way to test that would be obviously to detach everything, get it to where it's just sitting on those bushings, and then rock the whole A-arm back and forth. And if it wiggles, then you have slop. Then the bushings are wore out. So, but I watched a video on it, and it actually doesn't sound too bad. You just got to get the tires off and then unbolt everything. They say the upper A-arms are a little bit more trickier, but not by much. Only because you got the shocks there, and then your brake lines and whatever else. So that's not really a huge. It's not that big of a deal. I think I'd probably do the lower ones first, obviously, just to be more comfortable with it, obviously. But I don't know. But all I can say is I do miss driving them. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. So maybe one day we'll get them back up and running again. But got a feeling by the time that actually happens, something major will probably happen. So, the engine will blow up, or transmission will let go again. And, well, the first time it wasn't really the transmission. It was the shifter that gave out in the transmission. Well, it was actually on top of the transmission, but in order to replace that thing, you had to take the transmission out. So technically the transmission is still fine, but, almost 9,000 miles. Yeah, 8,717 miles. That's the grand total of miles that Big Red's putting on since he was brought to my place, and I bought him brand new. So, but yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I'll push him back here into his little sleepy corner, and then I will yank the battery out, and then we'll just kind of put everything back together loosely. I don't bother putting anything back together, like you normally would, just because why? So it's really no sense. But it is what it is, So, but like I said, maybe one day we'll get him back up and running again. probably, like I said, I'll probably do the ball joints. I might tackle the exhaust. I might just put a whole new exhaust system on it, reuse the muffler, and just put a whole new exhaust system on it, and that'll maybe fix that exhaust leak. And then for the charging system, well, that'll be up to the repair shop to actually do that, because that's going to probably be, I think, just too big of a job even for me. So, but yeah, it would be nice to get Big Red back in service again, because we could sure could use him. So, but what are you going to do, you know? But I guess, guys, I'm going to take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.